Revenge films.
I lived with my husband and son. My son was still small and he was adorable.
Mommy, I need a cuddle.
I'm cooking right now, so wait a minute. My son, who was a bit clingy, was the cutest.
I'm home. Where's my meal?
I really couldn't believe he had this guy's DNA inside him. Welcome home. I thought you were eating out tonight.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, you said you had to go drinking with your boss.
Oh, about that. It was canceled.
I'm cooking right now.
Aren't you being a bit too slow? It's already past 7.
My husband was very, very selfish. He thinks everything revolves around him. I was very irritated against him often nowadays.
Where's my food? I'm so hungry. And his chocolate looks nice.
That's Mike, so don't open it. When my son sees snacks before the meal, he would want to eat it before eating a full meal. But my husband never understands that I was purposefully keeping it out of Mike's eyesight.
Come on, it's okay. Mike, you want it too, right?
Yes!
Dinner is almost ready, so wait a bit more, okay?
One bite won't hurt. Here.
As a result...
I don't want to eat dinner.
But you have to eat.
No!
You don't have to force him. He ate 3 pieces of chocolate.
You're the one who gave him one after another. Hey, this all happened because you gave him chocolate.
How is it my fault? You're to be blamed for cooking so slow. Look, Mike looks sleepy.
Then go take a bath with Mike. I have to do the dishes.
Why? You're the mother. You don't even cook well. You should at least do that. Do the dishes when you have time, and wash this shirt for me and iron it. I want to wear it again tomorrow. Mike, you sleeping? Let's go to bed.
You're his dad. The reason why I was cooking late is because you made him sleep late last night. He'd been taking a long night, so I had to play with him longer to make him tired. That's the reason why. There was no way I could say that, and I was getting stressed out every day. But then my stupid husband often...
Oh, I'm a great dad.
Yes, he calls himself a great dad. When I had him carry Mike for a short time while we were shopping the other day, his boss spotted him coincidentally. And when he praised him about it at the office, his colleagues all called him a great dad in his department. I guess he was overjoyed that he now calls himself a great dad. The only person I can depend on was my mother-in-law. She was a great mother-in-law, unlike the typical in-laws who bullied you. And my beautiful mother-in-law would say, "You can always tell me when you need something," and always listen to what I had to say. One day she invited me to have tea with her, so I decided to go feeling refreshed. My mother-in-law adored my son so much after not seeing him for a while, and after she adored him for a good few minutes, she saw my face and pointed out how tired I looked. To be honest, I loved taking care of my son, so childcare wasn't so stressful, but my husband was stressing me out. But she was his real mother, so I didn't know if I should tell her or not. But there was no one I could talk to, so I blurted everything out in the end. Actually, it's about my husband. When I blurted out all the frustrations I felt against my husband every day. "I can't believe it! He calls himself a great dad! Oh, he's definitely misunderstanding!" I felt a bit better seeing her get mad at my husband, but she didn't plan to let it slide. "Okay then, if everyone praises him to be such a good father, let's actually have him be one." After she said that, she told me her plan. A few days later, my husband, my mother-in-law, Mike, and I all went out together. As we planned, we had my husband take care of Mike while my mother-in-law and I enjoyed shopping. When my husband tried to go look at some clothes, making me look after Mike as usual, my mother-in-law stopped him, saying, "Wait a moment," and made him cuddle Mike. Then he complained that it would be inconvenient for him when checking out the clothes, but his mother said, "Oh, I thought everyone praised you for being a great dad at your company. This should be an easy task for you." My husband was at a loss for words, and he was checking out his clothes as he cuddled Mike in the end, but it was obvious that he felt disturbed. After that, he tried to make me take care of Mike instead somehow, but because his mother stopped him every time, he couldn't argue back, and he took care of Mike without complaining. But a problem happened when we were eating lunch at a family restaurant. He was trying to feed Mike, following the flow of him taking care of Mike, but he was playing around and refusing to eat.
Mike, you have to eat properly.
No!
Oh boy, help me.
My husband was getting irritated, and I was starting to feel sorry for him, but then someone unexpected appeared.
Oh, look at you being a great father. Boss!
It looks like he was coincidentally also eating here, and he came to greet us after hearing my husband's voice. He nodded in approval as he saw my husband taking care of our son.
I used to be a single father, so I understand how hard it is to raise a child.
Then my husband seemed to realize something about Mike.
I see. Huh? Mike, you smell.
I think you should take him to the bathroom. A few minutes later, I heard the shriek of my husband, who headed to the toilet, echo through the restaurant. When I quickly headed to the toilet, I found my husband covered in Mike's pee.
Hey, help me! How am I supposed to change his diaper?
His boss was shocked to hear him say that.
What does that mean? How come you don't even know how to change diapers? You told me that you do it all the time.
Then my husband looked clearly panicked.
Oh, this is not what you think. I kind of panicked,
He said, but his mother quickly added, "It makes me laugh to see him call himself a great dad. He never does a thing, forcing all the childcare duties to his wife. I plan to make him take care of his son sometime, so that's why I took him here today. I made him look after his son for a day."
What do you mean? What have you been doing during your childcare leave? Don't tell me you've been playing around at home.
My mother-in-law and I were shocked to hear that. The reason was because we never knew that he got a childcare leave. He always left for work even after I gave birth, but according to his boss, he was having a childcare leave for 2 months. Then my husband went pale and froze at his spot. I've always heard about his company providing their employees with childcare leaves.
That's what those who can't work ask for.
I never knew he would be the one to apply for it when he said that. He did stay at home sometimes, saying it was his paid leave, but he was never home that often this past 2 months. His boss was furious.
I'll discuss matters about you at my office,
He said and apologized to us for causing a scene and thanked us respectfully before going home. It was chaotic after that. His mother was furious, asking him what he'd been doing the past 2 months of childcare leave. And after questioning him for a while, he revealed that with the money he received as childcare support, he went gambling at the horse racing games. After that, my mother-in-law left him there soaking wet and went home. The next day, his company decided to cut his salary by a great margin. I was so irritated that I decided to go back to my parents for a while. Everyone in his company found out that he'd been lying about going on a childcare leave, and they all got mad at him. And he keeps on apologizing to me as he cries on the phone now that he was isolated. But I don't plan to forgive him so easily. To repay everything he's used up, he started working part-time as well, to earn the money that was cut from his salary, and that's what's stopping me from getting a divorce. My mother-in-law insists. "You should just get a divorce." So I don't know how things would turn out, but I plan to make him work, sacrificing his time to sleep so that he could atone for his actions.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.